Not so fast, Plankton. I brought back King Neptune's crown, and I'm here to save Mr. Krabs.
Nice work, SpongeBob. You made it all the way to Shell City and back. That's a heroic feat. Too bad it won't help. All hail, Plankton.
Hey, King Neptune already has a crown.
That's no crown, Patrick. It's one of Plankton's bucket hats. Plankton is controlling King Neptune.
That's right. And now I'll have the pleasure of removing you along with your friends. Neptune, I command you to kill SpongeBob. Kill SpongeBob.
Great greetings, everyone. NatJamMedia here, and welcome to the finale of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game.
Hello, hello.
And I just got fired. Get it? Because I'm getting hit by fire.
Ah, that's funny.
I know that's a pretty popular movie joke. Actually, I don't think it is. I don't know. And by popular, I mean commonly used, but I don't know.
So we got King Neptune here.
Yeah, it was just when recording this, I actually found a way I actually found a strategy on how to avoid the fire. And if you're wondering, we're doing post-commentary on this video for quite a few reasons. There's a copyrighted song that plays. Well, I mean, practically all the things are copyrighted, but stuff that can actually get your video taken down in the third phase. So we decided to do post-commentary so we can mute the video and edit it and have the commentary be a lot smoother, which is why we're all doing this post-commentary. And if you're wondering, most of the video has already been edited, so that way the commentary is the smoothest it can be.
Yeah, so the commentary is the last thing we're doing for it.
Besides rendering it.
And we got this really cool, what do you call that? What do you call those?
Trident?
Trident.
Yeah. Now, I must say that in the last video, I said that the Matcha Time Challenge for Driving Knucklehead and Expatron was the hardest mission in the game. I don't think that anymore. I know that we recorded that video yesterday.
Yeah, this final boss fight's pretty tough.
Mainly the third phase.
The third phase of it, yeah.
At the second phase is probably the hardest to avoid, but there's a pretty easy exploit you can do to avoid any damage whatsoever. So yeah,
So this whole thing's a lot of SpongeBob running in a circle.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid getting hit.
Yeah. So basically, there's a plank of wood that. Nat from the past, go to the plank of wood. Stop trying to avoid it. You're just gonna get hit. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
He's on some kind of a tree stump or something.
Oh no, it's a piece of wood. A plank.
A broken piece of wood.
Yeah, a plank of wood.
That's off the ground apparently.
Yeah. Man, look at that. So
which makes for fascinating gameplay when you're standing there.
Yeah. Yeah. I do the first two phases in one take here without dying.
Now, you see what I was saying? You don't really see the head get hit with the laser too good. It's like it's like pretty much cut
I just
off.
realized when you hit King Neptune, you can see his face briefly, because the bucket flies out and you can see his face. I just realized that.
But,
it's very interesting.
So this boss fight it's a little repetitive.
Because you're dying so many times.
And
you know what else is repetitive?
what else is repetitive?
Whenever you close out of Origin, that thing appears.
Yeah. What Nat's referring to is the other day I was I updated my iTunes software. So I had to reboot the computer when it was finished. And whenever I reboot my computer, we have a Steam account and we have an Origin account, and they both update constantly.
Steam especially.
Yeah, so whenever I reboot, then the next thing you see is that they're updating. And so Origin was updating, and it finished updating, and whenever you click off of Origin, the window.
I think it only happens when you click out of a game, when you exit a game.
If you're exiting a game or something, it takes you to your account, your Origin account screen.
Yeah.
And it's always like
off center.
Off center on the.
It's not even like a small window. It's like a full screen window size.
Like half of it's off the screen.
Yeah, I mean it made sense at first because Jam had 2 monitors, so of course it might get a bit confused because it's off center because there's 2 different screens.
But with a single screen monitor,
it still does it. Like, why does it do that on a single screen monitor?
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
But the other day when I was when Origin finished updating, they have this program which I'm sure y'all know about because we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
On the house, right?
Yeah.
On the house, where they give away a free game.
Like every month or so, it kind of disappears.
Yeah, every month.
By the way, we kind of talked about this in the last video during the Macho Time Challenge,
which we had to cut all out for
Yeah.
various reasons. So I'm repeating my story here.
Yeah.
I think I'm telling it better this time, though.
Yeah, because there's no concentration here.
Yeah, so every 2 or 3 months they'll add a new game to it, and it's they give it away because they're usually older games.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're really old and they're not very good, but
or they're not meant to be played on a computer.
Or on a modern computer, yeah.
Yeah, some of them are not even computer games. Well, maybe on the computer, but
they're all PC games. But
they're probably there's ones that released on other consoles
like
as well.
Windows 98 and stuff. So some of them are pretty old.
No, I mean like on actual video game consoles.
Oh, as well, yeah.
Yeah, which are probably supposed to play on those things more. Because the only problem with PC gaming, if you don't if it's a game that doesn't have controller support, is the fact that the controls are usually always different or off depending on the game. Yeah. Some games use WASD, some games use the D-pad, not the D-pad, the arrow keys. Some games just it's always super inconsistent because it's not a game controller.
Yeah, I don't like I don't mind mouse-based games. If it's all like mouse-based, that's fine.
Or if it's something like a first-person shooter, it's not.
But I don't like the whole WASD I don't like having to use keys for games. So if it's a mouse-based game like Peggle or something, that's fine. Or Plants vs. Zombies, that's fine. But anyway, so they give away these free games every now and then, and we hadn't checked in a while. Over the last couple of years, we've downloaded quite a few.
We actually started with the second game, Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, they gave away the deluxe, the game of the year edition, right? They gave that away.
When we did our Let's Play in 2013, that was of the original version, as you can tell.
And we had bought that game originally, and then it was on.
Lost it on.
We lost it because it was on a different computer, and I couldn't find the password or something, and so. But luckily, instead of having to buy it again, they gave it away, so it was pretty cool.
And we got it just in time too.
Yeah.
Like we just had to get our Origin account right before, the Garden Warfare, and they had that game, and we got it just in the nick of time. Get it? Because SpongeBob. Get it? Because we're playing a SpongeBob game and Nickelodeon.
That's right.
Okay.
So anyway, the other day, so since the Origin's on the screen, I checked to see what the current on the house game was.
Yeah.
And they were actually giving away
Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2. And we had just bought Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U for Christmas.
Yeah. And it was
So I thought, hey, that's kind of cool, Mass Effect 2.
So Jam tries to play it.
So we downloaded it first.
Yeah, yeah.
That took a while.
Which took like an hour.
This might be the biggest game they've ever given away.
Yeah.
As far as file size. And so they gave that away and downloaded it and tried to play it. And I figured, my PC is not a gaming PC. I just have the built-in integrated graphics. I don't have any special graphics card or anything on it. And so I can play things like Peggle no problem, or casual games no problem.
Yeah.
And I can play. We played Batman. What was it?
Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum, no problem at all.
Yeah, because that game was released in 2009.
But this game, it crashed my PC like right away. So.
And it was and they had to reduce it to 4:3, and even when it was in 4:3,
it crashed my PC. So.
Yeah, I mean the cutscenes played fine, the opening cutscene played fine, but when actually Jam got to the game, it stopped working.
At some point this year, I want to get an actual dedicated graphics card. for my computer, and I know the one I want to get.
What?
It's the upgraded version. They put out one a couple of years ago called the 750. NVIDIA put out the 750 Ti or 750 something, which is a graphics card that you can just plug into just a regular PC. It doesn't require. There's no external power needed. It's just just plug it into the slot, and it works on sort of standard computers, and you don't need anything special to run them. But they turn your basic desktop PC into a pretty decent gaming system.
Yeah.
And they have a new version of that, the 10 something or 1050 or something.
Okay.
So.
But now we're reaching the end of the game here, and
Wow, it was, and we didn't comment on a single thing that happened on the screen.
Yeah. Like after like the first 3 minutes, we just kind of stopped doing
And
that.
Nat was determined for me to tell that origin story.
Yeah.
So we won.
Yep. And now we're at the this is the 100% reward you get, seeing SpongeBob be the manager. And now we can go ahead and talk about our thoughts on the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. And
I like it a lot. From what Nat was telling me, this game and the movie that it's based on take place at the end of the timeline.
yeah, like the very end of the timeline.
So even seasons 4 through 10 in the second movie all take place before this.
Yeah.
Even though this came out years ago.
Yeah, because this was originally supposed to be the final.
The end of the series.
Yeah, but then they continued it, so they just.
Plankton goes to prison.
Maybe Krabby Road takes place after this episode, because he's in prison. Maybe Krabby Road and Jailbreak take place after this.
But, I was telling Nat that Plankton's kind of evil in this.